The Great Mosque of Granada was opened in 2003. This mosque brought Islam back among the Spanish people. Hello everyone, Assalamu alaikum. I am in Spain and the exact location where I am is in Granada, and I'm going to a mosque here nearby that the Muslim community built here not a very long time ago, and it has a beautiful view on the Alhambra Palace. Since I'm traveling, it is a little bit difficult to go back to the hotel all the time to pray, so I want to pray also there in the mosque where I'm going to. And that will be the first time that I'm going to pray in a mosque, so I'm a little bit nervous for that. But I'm also very excited to see the beautiful mosque because I saw some pictures on the internet and it looks very beautiful. So I'm going to take my camera with me to take some videos and some pictures, and I will share that with you, of course. And I will share my experience how it was to pray in the mosque for the first time. So let's go. This is the first mosque built in the city since 1492. Prior to 1492, there were over 30 mosques in this area. By the end of the 16th century, most had been destroyed or converted into churches. So the Muslim population of Granada were very excited when the first Muslim place of worship was built in the neighborhood in over 500 years. The fountain and the mosaic in the garden that gives access to the mosque have been made by artisans from Fez in Morocco, who have recreated the designs and used the same techniques as Muslims did in Granada 1000 years ago. It is more than 500 years since the Spanish reconquered the Iberian Peninsula, killing or expelling every confessed Muslim, what was leading to the end of 800 years of Islamic rule. But on a Thursday in 2003, a muezzin is calling the Spanish Muslims to prayer, and still until today the muezzin gives the azan from the minaret of this mosque. So I entered the mosque and took off my shoes and went down to the women wudu place. I did wudu there, and when I came back, alhamdulillah, I was not the only woman who was going to pray there. So we wait until the prayer started. And just on that moment I realized that we are all supposed to stand in a line next to each other, and we did our prayers. It was such a beautiful experience to pray together. I was nervous to pray for the first time in the mosque, especially surrounded by other people, because I'm a revert and I always prayed in the home since I learned how to pray until now. But alhamdulillah, everything went good, and that I am recognized as a real Muslim now, especially also after I start wearing the hijab. So it was a very pleasant and very nice experience for me to pray in the mosque for the first time. We just came back from the mosque here in Granada, and we met some Spanish Muslim. He owns a shop here and he sells some baklava and Moroccan tea. So we are now enjoying here outside. So we have a cup of tea here and some delicious baklava enjoying in the garden next to the fountain of the mosque. Perhaps you can imagine how excited the Muslims were after reopening a mosque in 500 years. However, it also caused some discomfort among the local population. The land on which the mosque has been built was bought 22 years before the mosque actually opened its doors, but the city authorities didn't give permission to actually build the mosque. But finally it was accepted that the land could be used for religious purposes. Some were against the layout of the building. Planners had to rethink the height and the designs of the building's minaret. But nowadays, alhamdulillah, this beautiful mosque is realized and it is such a peaceful and beautiful place. And we sit there for hours and hours to enjoy the beautiful view and the gardens around the mosque. So we stayed there until it was getting dark and we finished our prayers there. Good morning, assalamu alaikum. We are going to the city center of Malaga, so we are taking the metro. So let's see where we can buy a ticket to go to the center. It's very quiet here in the station, there is nobody. You know how it works?
Here's 2 person, €3 for 2 traveler.
Okay, good. Screen anymore. It's really warm here in the station. No air conditioning here, right? So where we need to go to pay the Los Deportes or El Paso?
This side, not very chill. Yeah.
We are on our way to go to Al-Qasaba. There is an area with Islamic buildings that was under the Muslim control for many years, and it is located exactly in the center of Malaga, so it is very easy to find. The Al-Qasaba in Malaga is an Arabic fortress built during the period of Muslim-ruled Al-Andalus. Al-Qasaba is derived from the Arabic word for citadel, Al-Qasba. We are walking inside to buy a ticket for the Al-Qasaba. When we were inside, we found these machines where you can easily buy your ticket and you can select the language that you want. And in this beautiful fortress you will find numerous Arabic characters, decorations, mosaics and arches. The current complex was modified or rebuilt multiple times up to the 14th century. It is one of the best preserved Al-Qasabas. Next to the entrance of the Al-Qasaba are remnants of the Roman theatre dating to the 1st century AD. From the beginning you see how beautiful the art of this fortress is. It has such beautiful pieces of heritage of the Muslim art in Spain. The view is so amazing. The higher you climb up in the fortress, you see spectacular views towards the harbor area of Malaga. The main goal of the artists of the Al-Qasaba was to cover every space with as many decorations as possible, no matter how small. Although in the Al-Qasaba of Malaga, most of the decorations have been lost, but it is still possible to see some of it back in the recreations of how it must have been looked originally. There is running water in the gardens, and there are beautiful fountains and beautiful plants and flowers all around you when you walk around in the garden of the Al-Qasaba. There's also a small part where they show you pottery and an old oven that was used in that time. So this is going to be the end of the video. I hope that you enjoyed to watch the video. Please let me know by leaving a comment or give the video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel to don't miss any other videos that I'm going to upload very soon. And thank you very much for watching. I see you soon in one of my next videos. Bye!